Well, that's bright. So, guys, this is my Rage, and I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. So, the Rage is powered by a gasoline engine. The gasoline engine has its own fuel pump that gets hooked underneath the vehicle, and it has its own fuel pump and power. It has its own battery, and what it does is you get a fuel tap system installed when you get a truck mount. And the fuel tap system will pull fuel from your van's tank, and that's a lot safer than having a gas tank inside your van. So that's where we're going to start. So this machine has a 18 horsepower Vanguard engine. Okay, 18 horsepower Vanguard. I've had this machine for, I don't know, 5 years, roundabout. And I have a freshwater tank. This is a 120 gallon freshwater tank, water transfer system. So guys, what this means is I can put a ton of fresh water in there. The fresh water then gets pumped down here through my filter, gets pumped up into the water box. The water box is how the water pump uses it. So the water lines, there's two of them here, one there, go over, go to the water pump. The water pump on this is like 3.5 gallons per minute. It's an Emperor pump. So that pressure, the pressure doesn't get used from the regulator. The regulator has a spring in it. It, depending on how tight or loose you make it, it will make the pressure bypass past that, the excess pressure, go back into the water tank. The pressure that you do want to use, when you crank that down, it increases the pressure. There's a little spring in there, and it pushes on it looks like a little bullet, and it increases the pressure. Also on that pump, which is right here, guys, is a chemical injection system. Alright, and you guys are going to wonder what that is. So in this tank, you always see, like on your rinse agents, like Flex Ice, you'll see where there's directions to make truck mount rinse solution. You put like I think it's 1.5 pounds or like 6 scoops or whatever into your jug here. You hook up the machine makes really hot water, and you fill that up halfway, shake the crap out of it, move your hose around in there, fill that up, and then on mine I have the cap. I have it through the cap so it doesn't splash all through here. And what it does is that chemical pump that I just showed you pulls that solution through the chemical pump. It comes up here. Okay, and so you'd prime it to pull all the air through the system, and it opens that up to the suction, and it pulls everything through the system, primes it. And then you flip it on, and then what that does is, as long as you have your metering open and you're running water, you can see, on my mind, all you have to do is open the bypass. But you can limit or use how much rinse agent you want on a particular carpet. Now I like to use Flex Ice for some stuff. I use Clean Free a lot. So that water comes down. You're adjusting how much of it you use, and you got your pressure set to whatever. Usually on this truck mount we clean between 450 and 500 psi, which is like here. You can go up to 1,000 on my psi for this machine. That's what this model Rage is capable of. I believe Nate has the 5th generation, and it goes up to like 1,500 psi. But either way, that solution that came out of there, gets pumped all through the system, goes down through here, goes into chemical check valve, then it goes into an outlet filter which strains all the water, and then it goes out of here into your solution line. Let's see what else here, guys. Now this machine is powered by an 18 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engine, which I just showed you. I took the cover here off the side for you guys to see. This is the Briggs and Stratton. Okay, now what this does is behind here there's a belt for the water pump. And I'll show you guys a little view here. That black one right there, you can see is the belt. And then this is a coupler, and that couples to the blower. And that's the blower right there. Now this is a bilobe. This is a bilobe blower. It's got 2 lobes on each side, and they're opposing. They look like barbells if you look from the side. And you can look that up online. This one is Studerbolt blower, bilobe. So anyway, what that does is the machine turns the blower. The blower is pulling the air through the system, which creates a suction. You hook your hose up here, you hook your solution line up here, just like you'd hook up to a portable. That dirty water goes up here, drops into a filter basket. It filters out all the hair and stuff. It drops in the tank, and all the water accumulates in here. Now the air that you sucked in gets pulled through here, goes into the blower, and there's a filter up here just so you don't suck any hair and stuff through the blower. Goes into the blower, it comes down through here, gets mixed with the exhaust from the truck mount, and it goes through a heat exchanger, which is this silver box back here. Heat exchanger, there's a silencer in the back, and in there you see the solution line here. There's one there and there's one behind my stuff here. That's where the hot water is made. So what your pump pushes, it goes into there, gets heated up, and then it comes out the other side, and it flips right up through here into your hookup for your hot water. This machine can make 210 degree hot water, which is hotter than a portable can get essentially. But because it's running through a lot of line, it's still real hot, and it's still going to be really hot when it goes into your customer's house. Now, if you guys have your line laying in the snow or running a long distance outside, you will lose more heat, but it's typically hotter than a portable for sure. It's about 210, 220 degrees on this machine. What else? There is a little port there to lube the blower, which is very important to do so it doesn't lock up. It's made of steel, it can rust. The exhaust from the engine and the blower blows out here, blows right outside of the van. And that's my quick little intro to the Rage.